Hello and welcome to the Whimsical Dark with KL Patrick, or you can call me Logan. I am going to be doing some reviews with the House of Shadows and Ink YouTube channel every once in a while. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am an indie horror author and I wrote my first book. It released this past May, The Disappearing of Three Forks, and it was a lot of fun. I am from rural Appalachia, so a lot of my work exists within that vein, and I try to keep everything within that world of mine. So I'm going to be starting with one of my favorite books of the year, that being The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. So from the cover to the blurbs, this is an incredible piece of literature, and it's horror, it's everything you can think of, all wrapped into one, historical and literary all at the same time. Stephen became one of my favorite authors very quickly. During my master's program, I found My Heart is a Chainsaw, which is a masterclass in my mind on how to write character and their motivations. And Jade Daniels is such an incredible character who is constantly almost fighting against herself as well as others throughout the whole book. And she has slashers in her head and such, and just how good that is. Like, that was just so fun and exciting, and I never knew exactly what was going to happen. And the same thing happened with this book, The Buffalo Hunter. It is written in kind of three perspectives. It's very interesting because it starts out from the perspective of, I believe her name is Etsy. Yes, Etsy. Her great-great-grandfather, Arthur's, his journal has been found. So you have it written from her point of view, where she's trying to get tenure at whatever university she's working at. And then from her, besides her point of view, you also see her grandfather's point of view. And he's a religious man who used to not be too great of a man. And then he's a pastor now, Arthur, and he has a Blackfeet gentleman come in. And he comes in every day for like a week or two, not saying anything at first. Then slowly he starts revealing his secrets and confessing to him. And despite him not being that type of pastor, he's not Catholic. He lets the man confess to him. And it turns out that this man, Goodstab, is such a deep emotional. He's so human, and that's something that Stephen Graham Jones is phenomenal at, is making these characters that are more human than they are anything else. They're so deep, they're so rich, and they rip your heart out throughout various different moments throughout the book. You are always expecting the worst, so to say. Etsy's not sure what she's going to find. Goodstab is looking for revenge on those who killed the bison and slowly killed They slowly killed the Native American way of life. They didn't have anything left. And it's a look at how our histories and how they interconnect, and how we have to pay for the sins of our fathers, so to say, because Etsy has to deal with what her grandfather did, because he has a big secret, and the secret is revealed really late in the book, but you realize, oh, crap. How can one make amends for the transgressions that we have made against the world? And in time, you start to really wonder what is truly going on, what is real, what is not. Good Stab claims to have been attacked by he calls him a cat man who cannot die, who he watches get shot by a cannonball, which is one of the most incredible, like, little action scenes. And I listened to the audiobook and it was just so good, so visceral. And all of his works are that. And as a writer, he inspires me to be better at what I do with the words, with the way. And he has such a unique cadence to his writing. And I like to think of it as he writes how he speaks. It's just such a deep and meaningful book, which all art should be. As writers, as artists, we are grabbing at a portion of the human experience and pulling it out. We're pulling out emotions. We're pulling out dread. We're pulling out so much. And in horror, it's so easy to get lost in the scares. And there are scares. There are definitely scares. But Good Stab, or is it Good Stab, starts hunting the buffalo hunters, hence the name of the book. And the question becomes, is that truly what's going on? Is this man doing this? Do they deserve what they get? It turns into a lot of morality questions. They keep finding these bodies. And it makes you really wonder what's next, what's going to happen moving forward. And it really makes you think about the horrors of our past, or of the world in, like, the old world in general. And it's a book that knocked me down in so many ways and ripped my heart out. I hope that I would argue this is probably his greatest book. And I hope that he continues to write such incredible pieces of art. And that he continues exploring what it means to be a human being. Because that's what we're all doing. But The Buffalo Hunter is my favorite book of the year. 5 stars, and I don't know if anything can beat it this year. But you all should check it out now. Don't run. Don't walk. Sprint for this book, because it's probably the greatest thing you'll read this year. Now, take your time, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video, where I will review maybe an indie book this time. But thank you for watching, and check out this book, because it is more than worth it.